Hello everyone, welcome to the channel, welcome to the stream. My name is Catmonarch, and once again we're returning with Duel Masochist challenge. Before we begin today properly, I'm thinking I'll use the first few minutes to answer the Duel survey, because it is that time again where we get a whole 50 gems for answering a quiz about what we do and do not like about the game. I just need my copy-paste list, because for those of you who do not know, this 500 character text box plagues me so every time it comes up, and I made a copy-paste list for my various answers. How am I enjoying dueling? Overall, yeah, more or less. I'm playing Masochist, which kind of lessens my enjoyment a little bit, because just the struggle is great and awful. So I'd say overall is about a mid. What do I think of the duel controls? Duel controls are fine. What do you think about dueling, and what would you like us to add in future updates? Which one is this? I think that one's the top one. What do you think about dueling? Which ones? I guess we'll, stick with the top one. Top one's probably... yeah, I think that's the one we do. So, copy-paste. It's been 3 years. It's been over 3 years now. When did it drop? It dropped in 22, right? I can't remember when Duel dropped, but it was kind of an overnight, January thing or something like that, just kind of no real time. I play ranked the most on this account. Are you enjoying the solo mode? Yeah, I love the solo mode. Not so much the ranked duels. What do you think about each of the duel modes? Right, that's a different one. copy that, paste in there. I'm not so sure I agree with myself on saying Baron needs to be banned anymore. I know I definitely still think Verte needs to be banned, because it's just any two monsters. I really fucking despise it. Both in, like, actual constructed and this. Like, it's crazy that Verte is just kind of, like, legal. Change that to should. But I think overall that does... Yeah, I think that about covers that. Again, ban max C. Do you like the deck editor? I'm having fun and I'm not having fun. I don't know how you're supposed to have fun with the deck editor. I think the deck editor is good. I'm going to put a mid on both of those. The overall main criticism I have is that you don't really have a proper way to view your collection. And this is something that has come up to me a couple times before, but it's most evident with Masochist, right? Because you just have that tiny little window off to the side, and it never changes from being that tiny little window. You can't make it any bigger, you can't get like a side screen or anything like that. The search functions are pretty bad. Like, on other search programs, or on other simulators, if you search 1-for-1, it'll bring up the spell first, and then every other card that would mention, like, 1-for-1, right? It's the same thing that happens if you type in, like, I think if you type in bat, because there is a normal monster called bat, that one appears first. If you type in polymerization, it shows polymerization at the top, and then everything else in, like, its natural order of, like, monsters, spells, traps. So, you know, it's obviously doable. Just Konami needs to do it. Right, so I think that one is... Yeah, that one's this one. I think. Right. Yeah, that feels like this is the right one for that. Do you ever think they'll do that? Like, this little line here is also so easy to implement. Because at the moment, I kind of have to guess how much text I've used, you know? Like, that looks like a lot of characters that I have left. In fact, that is rather a decent amount of characters I have left. How many characters do I have left? Okay, I have actually quite a lot of characters left in this one, but, yeah, it just, I have to kind of guess that. Can I actually just copy-paste something? I feel like, how many characters is that one? Does that say 200 characters? I want to say there's no way that's 200 characters, but there's apparently... Yeah, there's no... There's not enough space. Can I change the phrasing? Try that short line there. Go for that. Come on. I guess it's the only bad bit about using copy-paste. You have to faff around with that. Alright, I should have like 40 characters. Yeah. Brackets, mates, frames, icons, and backgrounds. Overall satisfaction. Eh. Yeah, that one's optional. Who started playing or returned to the game in the last 6 months? I haven't done that, so I guess I'll leave that. I want this one. I don't think. I think I definitely want these ones. Yeah. And in future updates. So that needs to be... What else? I'm trying... Did I already use a copy-paste? I guess this is part of that one. So, use that one. Pop that one in. Anything else? Yeah, I've got down here, like, FTK bots still exist 4 years of Numeron Dragon, which means that this game will have came out in, like, 22. I need to update the 3 years, but it is somewhere else. Can I find that one in my little text document, though? It's been 4 years, ban it. Let's save it. Yeah, I think FTK bots are, like, completely on fun for the thing. I know I've got a number of wins using them. Now, they might not be a way to get rid of the bots, but they can adjust the ban list. Approximately how much time? Probably that, if I'm being realistic. I have played none of those. None of those. Done. Alright. 14-minute intro, I guess. I can do away with the text document. Fluonderies and Numeron for life. The biggest op. And get rid of you. There we go. Right, what deck are we beginning with this time? By the way, welcome to the stream. You know, nice to have you with us. We are beginning with Pacifist. That's where we left off last time. It's actually putting in work, pulling up some results. We're using Lab. No, I don't have that much. Well, I have a surprising bit, but at the same time, like, I don't think that is quite cohesive, you know? Like, fantastic cards. Like, cannot fault it. On the other hand, like, this is our only Labyrinth trap. So, you know, there's that. I don't think I should be playing any kind of, like, Labyrinth in this deck, because this deck is a primary focused on, like, normal monsters, with, like, the little Primite bit, Pacifist, and all that kind of jazz. But there's definitely... Here's Amazing Trap for you. I mean, yeah, we have some pretty good traps. Non-aggression area. Well, I think that's got a hyphen in it. Okay, let's try it without. No, unfortunate. Right, at the moment we're continuing with that. Well, I guess I should have, like, you've mentioned it. I want to see what it does. Okay, you can only activate this during your standby discard. Oh, it's that one. Of course it's something like that. I think Labyrinth is a really cool and interesting deck until you start, like, looping Dim Fissure and, like, those kind of things. Not Dim Fissure, Dim Barrier. I think that's, like, the point where it just kind of stops being quite as interesting. But it's, like, it's really interactive. It's got, like, super good recursion. It's got neat, unique plays. Anyway, we get to go first, which is definitely what we want with this. We're playing so many traps. And hopefully, hello Mr. M. Gaiman. Hopefully we can establish the same lock that we did last time against, I can't remember what kind of player it was. But it doesn't look like it. Instead we will have to settle for Pacifist, pick higher power. You're not really stellar on how this works, are you? Right, set 1, set 2. I use every rotten move in my lap deck. I'm trying to get non-aggression area out and able to be recycled. I gotta get my epi. Yeah, fair. Yeah, I'm just gonna do this one for now. I don't have any normal monsters, so I do have to just kind of, like... Ah, that would have been so good to have last turn. And right, it is very annoying that they just get that. Right, here's the monster that I get, which means this effect goes through as well. Once we are tuning in to see the coolest decks here. I get a search. If sent to the graveyard as synchro material. I'm thinking I search for the pop. Yeah, I think I just search for and use the pop. Because I'd rather keep my spell trap. And this also gets me a paleo, because why not? Gotta get my bodies on the field, right? The Twitch chat is debating ages. Okay, what was the one in hand? Target 1, destroy it. And we're going for this one. During your opponent's turn, so this doesn't do anything now. It's rather neat. Mr. Monarch, did have seen the TCG ban list? They made a new, well, what? I guess they dropped a new one by the sounds of that. Because, no, I have not seen a new TCG ban list. I will take a look at that after this duel if I remember. I guess I can briefly, like, share screen so you guys can see what I'm looking at. But first, let's get through this. They're ditching Lost World. And top of the deck for... What, they gave me Blackout? They really gave me Blackout. In my Worm deck. Sure. End phase. I mean, if you insist. It is tribute this. change it to attack. What can I do here? I think I do just go battle phase. I've got another pacifist for after. This forces it. So yeah, I'm okay with this. Right, so they do get the spell trap destruction. Or at least I assume they do. Add one to hand, special summon the other, synchro summon. Spell trap. Okay, so what's the other card that they use then? Because that's the question here. Target monster your opponent controls, destroy it. Which is going to be this guy. They really don't seem to understand how this guy works. Yeah, they chose the field spell. Oh, I get why they chose the field spell now, but okay, that's fine. They've survived the battle phase, I guess. What do we have for twos, right? No, we kind of need it. Oh, no, we don't. Right, that's fine. Hit that. Hit for 12 direct. Then we go main 2. Pacifist 2. Set Blackout, set Sea Stealth. And because I have Paleos on board, I can just use Sea Stealth off the bat. So I'm actually pretty happy about how this game is going. We wait. Right, so I get token. And I think I search for the destruction card again. I think it is just get the destruction. That's their additional normal summon. I think we just do this. Because that's now their... Well, I don't know if that's their normal summon or not. Do I have another Paleo Engrave? No, I don't. That's fine, I can slowly beat them down over the course of a few turns. What does it matter to me? Set 1. And just start hitting them. This is another 2400, it's going to take a couple of turns, but I think I'm in the driver's seat. Which is this the first time? It feels like the first time. We got a Dynamicious, we can pitch the Destrudo, we still got a quick effect pop, and we can protect our spell traps. Reveal a Synchro. Yeah, you go for it. This got limited or something, right? Yeah. Remix, which mandatory special summons mix. Give me that spell trap. Not give me that spell trap, give me that monster. And I feel like I want to banish this now. No. And we can pitch the Destrudo, because I'm trying not to summon effect monsters. It gives me a token again. And the token gives me a search. No, I already used that this turn, that's why I have Battle in my hand, right? Oh no, that was the previous turn. Give me Imperm. Imperm at home. And it is just straight game if they don't do anything. And that's why we have Imperm. Anyway, give me another Paleo. I'm a little surprised they haven't just quit yet. A little surprised. Okay, that's not an effect you can negate. Noted. Loudness Wall. Okay, so I think what I do is I do this to destroy it, to force it, because they're going to banish the spell trap destruction, right? Wait. They banished Q. Am I misreading how this works? Apply that banished monster's effect. Yeah, we're good. They want their dailies, I guess? I don't fucking know. Because, like, I would have assumed they go for a spell trap. But, like, they could have just gone for a spell trap pop, you know? End phase. Yeah, that sounds about right. And we got our own Dominus Impulse. So... oh yeah, they stacked it, didn't they? Attack with the dragon. Attack with Dynamicious. And then Pikaia for game, the rarest of Paleos to hit. Well, Hallucigenia is probably pretty close to it. Anyway, I feel like I played that pretty well. Because that was just cool, like, cool tune. Like, yeah, that is just very much the deck, you know? Could have played some traps. Right, we'll open packs and then, yeah, sure, let's check out the TCG ban list. Oh yeah. From our rewards last time, we earned this thing. So I'm going to open this special ticket. Because, you know, it's one of the rewards in-game. This feels fine. We got a Crusadia, TG, Twilight Rose, Moko Moko is pretty good. Illusion, draw one. Normal special summon a Black Rose Dragon or a level 4 lower plant. Right. EEV. Ooh, that's evil. We don't... do we have a good use case? How much do you... 25 or more attack? So you know what all the Bestials are? I'm just saying. The Bestials all have a very interesting attack stat. And as for the Legacy packs, that doesn't give us much of anything. If the activation of your spell trap is negated by your opponent's card effect. Wow. Berserking. That is... interesting, but pretty bad. Right, and then we get our one master pack for the actual win. And it's got an ultra rare. Place your bets. We've already picked up a decent card this stream. Fiendish Golem is good, but I think we have copies of it. Okay, well, those are all duplicates. Memory is not bad. Ooh, you don't say. That is not a Yugioh. And I think we might be able to use it. We don't... I'm pretty sure we don't have Grapha. But we have cards who change their name. So maybe in a Endangered Artworld deck, we could do something with this. It's an Omni-Negate. We have to look into that at some point. Anyway, brief hiatus, so we'll go to the dual screen and just, yeah, pause here for a second. So, FNL list. Latest. Going on the official site, does anyone recommend a different site? Because if anyone does recommend a different site, now's the time to speak up, I guess. I don't need that one open, but I do need this one open. Ooh. Okay, we hit in K9. Rose Whip. This is TCG. You'd recommend Master Duel meta? Alright, fine. Master Duel meta. And one of these. TCG May Forbidden Unlimited list. Draco Tail going to semi-limited. Thalion going to semi-limited. Yummy going to 1. Oh, Snow's coming back. No, that's always a problem. Malice is getting hit further. So is Yummy. So is Branded. Oh no. No, that's a bad thing. People are just summoning Last Warrior and other fun things, you know? Metamorphosis is not going to be used in a fun way. Premature Burial is probably fine. Like, the fear for this is that loop effects, basically, right? But, like, this is functionally worse Monster Reborn. I guess no, it's an equip spell, that's why it's, like, for the loops, right? I guess it's better Monster Reborn. Chant. Add a Radiant Typhoon or MST. Okay, so they're hitting Radiant Typhoon. They're limiting Rahu. Lovely. Genuinely great. Synchro Overtake to 1, Rosewhip to 0, Noroi to 0. Wait, why is it Noroi to 0? Look at your opponent's hand, is that the bit, like, everyone's just been complaining about it? I'd assume it's because look at your opponent's hand, because this is not the one I would think of. And Machinix, 3 to 0. Huh. It's a ban list. Like, I don't think it's gonna suddenly make me take a, like, heavy interest in TCG again. But, like, it is a ban list. I've been out for a few sets now. So, like, oh man, all the meta decks have got hit, but, like, they have just released, like, a couple new sets, and, like, there are better decks now. Which is why they're, like, limiting all these things, right? I mean, yeah, like, you can see all, like, the Yummy hits and everything. Like, you can see the Yummy, you can see the Draco Tail hits, you can see the start of, like, Canine hits. But, like, Rosewhip is a Killer Tune hit. And, you know, that tells you that, yeah, new decks exist. And they're still decent. So I don't know if it will, like, give me a sudden interest in TCG again. Maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. Let's stop sharing. There we go. Right, close that one. Go back to this one. There's some people theory they hit them to make you buy the new cards. That's not really a theory. That's like a known fact at this point, right? Like, surely. Because one of the like, they hit slightly older cards to make you buy new cards. They also reprint slightly older cards that are going to be banned because, like, you know, let's make them cheap and affordable. We're gonna, you know, absolutely just shoot them in 2 days' time, right? Like, we saw it with, what is it? We saw it with Appaloosa in the Rarity Collection, right? I don't think it was too long after that that Appaloosa got banned. But yeah, of course they, like, ban the old stuff to make you buy the new stuff. Like, it's gonna be how it is. And for the most of the time, it works for people. I tend to be interested in a lot of archetypes, so, like, there's normally something out of, like, each deck build set or each set that I have a mild interest in. But, I don't know, like, I need to look at the current sets to find out how true that is of modern. Okay. No hand traps. They are going to outpace us on, like, just pure card advantage, by the looks of this. They're adding Guilt Gripping. I don't hate the Morganites. I think the Morganites are, like, very neat. You don't get hand traps for the rest of the game, so here's some benefits. The thing is, people just play it with stun. Like, there's not even any way to sugarcoat it. Although, that's definitely not stun. Oh. Okay, what are we getting with Trag? Exterior? It is Exterio. Who could have guessed it? You're not even, like, wanting to change. Right, we have a problem. Like, a huge fucking problem. One, two, 3, 4. This just isn't gonna work. Like, Exterio is a problem for a good chunk of decks. They know they won't ban Metamorph, they just ban the fusions. Yeah, but then, like, what's the point? What am I doing? I mean, the thing is, they just stop it, right? Like, each one. Because when quick effect. Like, they're just gonna click a button. No, I can't deck them out because I'd require, like, 30-something chain links. And the thing is, like, you can't get over that either. That's the thing. Fucking... More reasons why Metamorphosis being unbanned was not a good idea. No one said, hey guys, unbanning this card would be really healthy for the game, but they've done it anyway. Like, you can ban the fusions, but eventually you just, like, you keep banning the fusions because they keep causing too many problems. And then if you ban all the good fusions, Well then, yeah, Metamorphosis could be at 3. But who cares about that? You know, you've banned all the good fusions. It's literally like the Rata meme. First, we ban all the tuner monsters, you know? As everyone was joking at the time, what are they gonna do, ban fucking Trebons? Yeah, sure, you go wild. Have that Ash Blossom. What are we doing? So, Canadia, Hal, and Dynamicious. I can get the Dragon out. But it might not actually be worth getting the Dragon. It might be worth... I don't know. I can't let that stick around. But at the same time, they could have, like, worse cards. You could add a Rescue Ace. Yeah. Monster Effect on Field. Do I just book this? No. No, I don't think I do. Like, they can't activate their Rescue Ace cards the turn they're set. At least I'm pretty sure they can't. Monster Effect on Field, you can Special Summon a Machine, Special Summon a Rescue Ace from your deck and defense, then Tribute. Okay, what are you summoning? There's Hydrant. A quick play. So... why can't I target? Yeah, sure. Let's get rid of the field spell. That was a dumb decision. Literally the first line of text. Which makes sense, because it's like, it's the pivotal bit and it's a weak. Fucking idiot. There's Turbulence. How does Turbulence do again? Banish, summon. Banish 2, summon it. Yeah, let's do this. What am I getting? Let's do it. You take no battle damage, then if you control no monsters. So yeah, I gotta leave that for the second. What do we think? Is that... wait. No, seriously, why did they get to do anything first? We're in an open game state, I've got Chain on. I'm so confused. We're in an open game state, you don't... No, if we're in an open game state, of course they get priority. We're at resolution of a card effect. I get, like, you get a chance, I get a chance, then it reverts to an open game state. The fuck? I don't know that I can do anything here either, because I think I've just, like, you know, completely screwed myself. Yeah, I needed to book the other paleo to get rid of hydrant, I think. I'm not sure. What did you add? You added a monster, so yeah, I needed to book the... What do we have? Right. I mean, I think one of the things makes them unaffected, gives them like 1500 or something like that. So this is probably not a threat. I want to control a rescue ace other than. So yeah, like, if I can kill this, I've already declared an attack, you idiot. You needed to do that earlier. So thanks for the trap. Yeah, now I can't declare an attack. But you still did it very much at the wrong time. Let's do it. Metaverse. It's the only way we can possibly crawl back from this. Pacifist. Alright, now if you activate the card for effect, I get a thing. But I'm pretty sure they're just going to flip this. No. No, they are not. Well, give me a token. Cannot target, cannot target. Yeah, okay. Attacks or card effects. Get me a search. Target, destroy. How does Big Boy read? Specialist from your hand. Type 1 card your opponent controls. Destroy it. Yeah, you see, like that. We're at the end of a resolution. Okay. So you get the Chaos Mirage Dragon. I don't have any paleos, you don't need to change the spells and they aren't doing much of anything. Oh, you just get another one. You play a 12 synchro. I don't think it matters. I think at that point I've lost the grind game. I needed to keep them off Hydrant, and I failed to keep them off Hydrant because I was unfamiliar, or just didn't read. Take your pick, they're both accurate. How kind do you wish to be to me? I mean, I don't know where the duck is, but like, thanks for the warning. We're going first, and not particularly playable. That kind of sucks. Send a Umi, special summon of water, bring your hand deck or face up field. Yeah, that doesn't really do a lot of anything, right? I think it is just Howl. Howl does not do a lot by itself, but it is a Spectrum deck and a temporary Snatch Steal. Right, so we definitely do this, right? Oh, right. I've just realised. Yeah, I don't have... Okay. We'll just go Megalo Smasher, I just want it on the field. You can't negate the effects of a normal monster with Drill Beam, I'm pretty sure. Ether Peril could be Blue Eyes or any number of other things. It could be a duck deck. There are normal duck monsters. There is Drill Beam. Higher attack. Fuck. I mean, you still can't, like, get rid of the normal monster with it. Right, so in theory this is, well, I don't actually know what's happening in theory. I'm kind of waiting for the... yeah, that one. But I'm not sure that that actually does it, because... I think we do this. I only get to control it for a turn. They do get it back. So I'm not actually sure that I've accomplished anything. I could make, like, Spark Dragon. And that's about it. Soul Servant. Raigeki. Alright. That is not what I'd expected. I don't have the Synchro 11 in this. No. And the only Dark monster banished is the Dark Magician. So I would be Synchro 11 locked. I don't think I have this for some reason. It was not a particularly good hand to draw. In fact, we've got at least... oh no, okay. We do have two one-offs, but I thought this was a one-off. And the thing is, yeah, Howl's a one-off, but like on the other hand, Howl is actually a good draw in this case. I don't know what we fucking do. I don't think we're doing much of anything. Primite. They've got Drill Beam. We unfortunately just do not have the things that hand. I will say, with our focus being on normal monsters, Electric Jellyfish just hasn't ever come up. Like, Yazi has, and so, therefore, the Mirage Worm has. But not the Jellyfish. I'm half wondering, is it worth putting in, like, a low attack defender? Like, is it worth putting in, like, a level 2 defender? This is not a fucking hand. That's 3 field spells. Oh, come on, maintain that dodgy connection. Come on, you brick. You don't want to play. Just get out of here, go to the next one. I can hope, I can dream. And the thing is, for once, it's definitely not my connection. Damn it. They are on Cool Tune. We're going second, I've got a pop. I think it's an alright thing to just call it, you know? What are my hands lacking? What am I trying to do? I'm trying to get to the field spell. I'm playing 46. I'm playing 5 copies of the field spell. We've got 3 Metaverse and Pathfinder. This has come up 1 time. It's funny, but it's not good. Maybe we cut this. Oh, we have a Fiendish Chain, singular. But we do have our copies of that. That's not going to work. That's not going to work. We don't have darks. We have a dark, but... I think that one works more than the electric jellyfish. Like, this works with Umi so that we can get some control stuff going. It's just never happened. Either that or maybe the Doom Kraken. Like, I feel this trap lineup is pretty good. I feel the spell lineup is pretty good, because that gets us to a normal monster, which means we at least have a normal summon. Those are equips for any normal monster, which help bring out the big boy. It's the field spell, and it gives us, like, blocking. Do I have anything to do with Umi that I'm not playing? The answer is probably yes. I mean, we do have this. Well, Umi, unaffected by other monster effects. Add a level 7 water from deck to hand. We don't have one. Unaffected by spells, but it only really works with that, like, Orca card that we don't have. Send Umi, special 2, then if your opponent... the thing is, Kairyu-Shin mentions Umi, I think. Yes, he does. Yeah, we don't have any of those. Okay. Well, there is no face-up field. This field is treated as Umi. I'm not sure if it's unironically worth playing. Send Umi. Target 2. Send. Like, we could play different copies of Umi. Like, a Legendary Ocean is Umi. Target water. It doesn't really get us to Umi. Oh yeah, there's one guy who's like the... Yeah, I guess we could do that. It gets us to a field spell. But it's not great, right? It level mods every water monster to be 1 lower and 200 attack stronger, which is actually going to fuck with our Xyz plays, like, really badly. Probably fuck with our Synchro plays as well. I don't think it's worth it. I'm trying to determine if it's worth playing Planet Pathfinder or if it's worth playing like a different Umi. And I don't think it is worth playing a different Umi. All waters, just all waters. And they can gain level equal to, which doesn't really help me out in any way. What about you? Activated, place a water from your deck on top of your deck. Which gets me things. Target water, increase its level during your main phase if you special summon a water synchro. We have 1. So that doesn't do much of anything. Doesn't do much of anything. We're already relying on trying to get to an Umi, and we don't really have any. We have 6. We have 8 Umi. If Umi is on the field. I don't really know what else I can do too much. Because, like, the Destrudo bit... Destrudo is just worth playing. It's just an endless synchro body, right? Yazi gets us to, you know, Chaos Mirage, and Chaos Mirage gets us another Banish. So, like, it's a nice spot removal thing that we have going on there. Maybe there's something different we can do with it, maybe there's something better we can do with it, but I don't really know. If Umi, when an opponent's monster declares an attack... I mean, yeah, that's something. I think it's probably set, and discard this, summon this. It's not much of something. There is something. Unlike their connection. Well, okay, this time I was right. The hand was not amazing, but it would have seen a turn. We got a legacy ticket. I like Violent Rain. It's a, I don't know. Something about certain old normal monsters really is nice. I always used to look at this card slightly differently. I'm not sure how I ever saw it the other way. But yeah, something nice and simple about Violent Rain. What was my opponent actually on? It was number FTK? No. No, it's just Utopia. Yeah, it's just Utopia. Okay. They kind of, like, going second's good for them. They're main decking double or nothing. Ah well, can't please everyone. Right, one whole master pack. We got a shiny. We also got duplicates. Our favourite. So many duplicates. Dark Magic Mirror Force. I don't know that we really have monsters that mention Shining Sarcophagus, because they're all pretty decent for the most part, and therefore pretty high rarity. We can have a look. We can see what we have, but I don't think we have it. We definitely don't have Yummy, despite having a synchro. Or apparently 2 of them at least. Right. Related. Oh no, we have some Shining Sark cards. We just don't have Shining Sark. Even have the Dark Magician guy. But the problem is that, like, if Shining Sark is on the field, right? Like, this one just gets big. Same with this one. Like, they're supposed to be negates, but we don't have Shining Sarcophagus, and nor can we, like, fabricate a Shining Sarcophagus. So, yep, we're missing kind of the key piece of that deck. Not worth looking into it too much. But, oh yeah, I want to rebuild zombies at some point, and I now need to look at the Danger Dark World thing that we possibly have going on. Because that is a hell of a pull to get the fusion boss. And all we need is a substitute material, I'm pretty sure. Man, these hands suck. We can get... I didn't even have time to finish that sentence. Alright. I was gonna say we can get the Phantasm Spiral from the deck and then Blackout with it. Tearlament Millennium Gem Knight. Fiendsmith. The Slop. I'm rather happy that they didn't make a game out of that, in all honesty. I don't know about you guys, but that is a game I don't need to play. Alright, let's do it. 3 legacy tickets. We got 2 level 5 winged beast type monsters. Target a face-up monster your opponent controls, attack becomes 0. It's a perma reduction, but that's about all there is to it. Banish up to 2 spells until the end of your opponent's turn against the attack. And Aqua Actress support. So yeah, that is where you can stop reading. If you haven't seen Aqua Actress, they're an archetype of, well, yeah, you can call it an archetype of like 7 or less cards. And they're not great, like in the slightest. You could pretty easily like fit support in around the deck if you were designing new cards. Crowley's nice, but it's not amazing. That's the second copy of that we have. Yeah, like you could design support for Aqua Actress pretty easy, I think. But like, at the same time, they don't have too much of an identity at the moment. Like, snap mod and battle things. That's kind of what they have. And it's really inconsistent at best. Going second, surprise, surprise there. Hope everyone's happy. I don't actually think I've said it yet. Hope everyone's been doing okay. And of course, yeah, we get pacifist when we're going second. Hope everyone's been having a cool time, had a decent weekend and all. That does not bode well. It's the start of Dragonlink. That is indeed the start of Dragonlink. There's Red MD. Unless it is actual Red Eyes, but I don't think so. Link 2. Verte. Well, that's a short turn, isn't it? Full Metal Dragon. I think they're playing as much of a Red Eyes deck as you can. And then doesn't that do something like, yeah, you can get the Metal Morph. Oh, you're just getting another one. And you can use that this turn. Huh. I think I might be a bugger, as the technical term is, you know. That is a negate. And that is also a negate. I can't target Dragoon, and so I'd have to, like, beat it over. Can I target this? Can't be destroyed. Pacifist? Well, you're just going to negate it, but you know. We try. Doesn't exactly threaten them, but they probably still just negate it anyway because they can. The best I can really do is I can hit Verte and say I didn't go quietly into the night. Yeah, they really are playing Red Eyes, say what you will. Yeah. I mean, I don't really have anything else. Those negates refresh at the end of the turn. That will happen, I guess. You just go second into 2 negates. The ceiling of our deck is not very high, but the theory was that at least it's slightly consistent, and I'm not so sure it's even that. Also not so sure it's even that, given the amount of coin tosses we seem to be losing. Again, that's not really the hand we want. We've got so many copies of Umi. Like, we've got 8. I know it's a 45 card deck, but we do have 8 copies in 45 cards. Double Dynamicious, Howl, and Sea Stealth. We need an Umi for the Sea Stealth. But... Vakaya. Right, so... let's just summon Doomkraken for the moment. I haven't done anything, like, whatsoever. Primite. So what is the declared normal monster? Hyozan Ryu. Okay. That's big enough. Nope. In 2. 1. 2. 3. And 4. I don't really know what they're doing. Unless it's just like normal monster things. Okay, that goes through. And we get Pathfinder. I just kind of want to start putting damage on board as best I can. I could do Howl, but I don't see much of a point. Okay, I kind of like where we're headed. Alright, normal summon. Super Poly. Regenesis Lord. This is a pile. You left the guy who can do the thing. I'm okay with that. Get me a field spell. Field spell. Sea Stealth. Chain Dynamicious. Summon Dynamicious. No applicable card, but that's fine. Oh yeah, right, that effect isn't live. That's a-okay. What else can I do? Right. Oh, I should have set that. Not a particularly huge mistake, but fine. So, yeah, we're going to do it like this. We're going to do Howl, Declare, Paleo, Dino. Right, I can't declare it because it's not actually a normal monster. Megalo. And let's get ourselves another trap monster. Well, another Paleozoic, really. Because that'll get us a search. Right, what are we searching for? I want to bring out the dragon. No, you know what? Let's just get this, I guess. I'm going to use this. Yeah, unfortunately, Garura is not a water monster, but that's fine. Resolve that. They have unknown face down. That's not a bad draw. Right, remember to set. Remember to set. Now I could summon those. They could get a card draw. I feel like that's okay. Because that's going to make them draw a card. If they draw a card, I get a token. I get a token, I get a search. I get a search, I can get to my dragon. Yeah, it's so far from game, but, you know, you work with what you got. It's got the most attack, so if they do block with something, it's the best outcome. That goes in. Gets in. Okay, so all of these are connecting. And there we go. End of turn, but before that, end of battle phase. And we get ourselves a big dragon. Discard a card, please. Rolling lock. Okay. And they quit, which is understandable. I do not know what their deck is trying to do. And that's the rank up. 100 gems. Legacy ticket. What were they actually doing? What the fuck? Also, they put Metamorphosis to 3 in Master Duel, you say? Not even 1. Fun. Fun. Extra fun. You know? I'm just saying. 3... Are you playing actually a way to make this? And if you... What are its materials? Psychic and a Synchroixies or Link. No, that one you can hard summon. But, like, you can't summon Caliga, you can't summon Last Warrior, you can't summon Exterio. Those are all exclusively Metamorphosis targets. Which, you know, fantastic game design, right? It requires Overlord or Lord for Exterio. You could also get Oracle out of it, but you don't need to. The 7 is the majority of their deck, right? Or at least what you want. You got 1-2 Regenesis, 5 Kashtiras, the Hyozan Ryu. To be honest, it's no wonder they're bricking. Like, this just doesn't look like it should really function too well. Right, we get a whole Master Pack, because we only have 1 Legacy ticket. We want to save them up. At least get 2, but, you know, kind of really at least get 3. We haven't opened 2 for a while. Okay, we got a couple shiny cards. We got a couple duplicates, as is just the normal today. We really haven't pulled that many rare, like, that many new cards from the Master Pack, have we? They've pretty much just been duplicates with the exception of, like, the super rares and things. That one is new. Do we need it? I don't actually know. You see, that one isn't even new. We've got one. 1 out of 8. And that's the other bit. Like, there's no way if you go to, like... Can we just look at the super rares? There are 2,000 super rares. If I go to super rares and I go to my cards, already, like, just look at that. Again. Keep going. And we keep getting duplicate cards. But, like, there's all these cards that we could be getting. None of them that we are getting. That's insane. We've got a lot of one-offs, but we've got a surprising amount of two-offs. Granted, you've got the odd card like Red Dragon Archfiend that's part of a structure deck. But so many two-offs. That one's a 3-of. Anyway, back into the duels. Stop despairing over the fact that we've got the same card 15 times over. Alright, let's keep going. 'Tis early yet. Maybe we can make it out of plat. Or out of plat, out of gold. After this stream, there is a chance that we do change up the deck. There is a chance we change it up this stream, but, you know, if this stream goes well enough, I guess next time. Because we're already half-ish way through the month, nearly. That isn't too bad a hand. Ah, Goot is against me. Sad times. Right, and we're going against Lab, are we? I mean, it probably is just Lab, I don't know. Other decks that we'd be running Arias into Big Welcome. So, Pacifist is going to be far too slow for this. It's not like Doomskraken is going to be outstanding either. Yeah, I already need a water monster. And it targets. And you know what? Labyrinth is kind of decently able to get around, and that is targeting. Like, the whole gimmick is you remove things at quick effect speed. I mean, that's probably enough, but I'm surprised it's only set 2. I'll say that. Max C. That is moderately annoying. It is time they banned the, like, just completely got rid of it. I'll take you up on that. Yeah. No, not tea, hot chocolate. Great. Yeah, we don't control anything, so... 1... 2... And Metaverse is completely forgettable. So I think we do that. And sure. Yeah, we're not getting Doomkraken. So, summon a lab. They're just going to pop Pacifist, aren't they? I have a feeling they're just going to pop Pacifist. Oh wait, no. They didn't make a monster leap the field by a trap effect. Huh. But that might do it instead. Isn't it nice to have the Metaverse, I guess? Alright, well there's one card in hand, there's 4 cards on the field. You feeling lucky? In theory, the move is to hit Stealth 2. Rather than an unknown face down. Because the way this deck works is Umi, yeah. But... right. I'm gonna do Dynamicious first. Get rid of this. That one's gonna resolve. Then we can do Metaverse. Get ourselves a Dynamicious. The Dynamicious isn't here to be like great or anything, but he is here. Now we have a pop, and then we will have a search for a negate, probably. Right, so they're going to be able to add a labyrinth. We're going to get a token. The token is going to special summon and allow us to add. This doesn't have a graveyard effect. Does. Okay. So, that's big. Alright, give me token. Token, give me search. Get us a negate. Battle phase. I mean, I think that's the right play. Just keep them off things. We have a pop. Which we should, you know. We're just gonna get this one. It was Big Welcome, which means it heavily depends what the other set is now. Although, I do want to do this. Because that means that we don't control a token any longer. Right, we get that. I'm gonna get the destruction. We're just gonna go. If it dies, it dies, but then I get a token. Like if it was Mirror Force or something. The rumor. Unfortunately, I do now control a token. So I'm not going to be able to search, but I do have a destruction. Oh wait, I don't only control normals. Okay. And the flip summon won't count. I don't have Paleo. Peekaboo. That's not terrible. It's not great, don't get me wrong. I have turned off my removable. What can I do? I can draw into Paleos. I can draw into Megalo. Okay, you have a Fiend. Linkaribo. Which is just, yeah, stall. Lost Wind. Right, let's set 2. Yeah, let's just go battle phase. You've got to clear it. Nope, don't need to. Right, we do have a Lost Wind. We have a Spiral Battle, but we have a face down, so the Spiral Battle is dead on field. They probably know that by this point. Okay. But you aren't activating one because you've got a miscellaneous card in hand that you just have not thrown for 50, well, not 15 turns, but you get the point. It's a good few turns. I'm gonna hold that in hand for the moment. Alright, so we can't make or break right now. Tense moment. Push falls over the already quiet crowd. Kaiju? Huh. I have worms again. I mean, it feels like I just hit them, right? I don't think this is the card that's been sitting in their hand for however many turns for some reason. Change to attack. Battle phase. Swing. Lava Golem for game, apparently. Okay, so they were just, yeah, hella bricked turn after turn. We managed to get them down into a grind where we had the advantage until Tico. And then from there we just had Big Beat Stick, and apparently that maintained it. It is fairly standard Labyrinth, I guess, you know? Although you're not really making the best use of rollback. Like, the whole point of rollback is you don't have to pay the cost, so you send something broken off as something else, and then you just, like, you know, win the game off of rollback. Like, just the one copy. You probably want to max out on Backjack. They definitely could have had a better deck. They could have had worse, and it was effective enough, I guess, so... Win's a win, right? On with the next one. We have no shiny. Maybe shiny. Duplicate. It's a new one, but I don't think we could... Yeah, it needs Nears. We have Armed Dragons, but we don't have Nears. That is a generic 8. During the next end phase of the opponent of the player who placed a string counter. Generic 8. I mean, sure, right? Fly, S4, Cell, and right. So yeah, the 2 new cards are SRs. Everything else we've already got. Which is still struggling to believe it, you know. We have plenty of NNR cards that we don't have from the Master Pack. Surely we could get a couple new ones every now and then. Right. Let's just edit the deck for a second so we can actually look at these. So, we can substitute Neos as a name. And then we have Armed Dragon things. So if we're on a deck that Metaphys Armed Dragon is a fucking Armed Dragon, you know? So as long as we can substitute Neos for something, like just a fusion substitute. Wait. That's awful. It's, like, in theory it's a Raigeki on summon. That's what you want to do. Do we have one of the bigger Armed Dragons that makes it worth doing? We have white. 3 copies, by the way. This guy's actually just decent. Then you can add White Veil. So I don't actually need to be playing White Veil, he's just moderately better than I previously thought he was. Oh, that's related because, like, heroes and that, right? Its specials an E-Hero Fusion ignoring conditions. You're not particularly worth. Ab-Zero is pretty good. It's destroy all monsters your opponent controls, so that's not terrible. That's, we have it, but I don't think that would work. We have that. No, maybe that main phase effect is worth playing around with. We'd have to find a deck that could natively just kind of play the fusion substitute, basically. And then would also not suffer from having, like, an Armed Dragon or 2 in it. Our highest level Armed Dragon is 7 with the exception of white. We either have Metaphys Armed or Armed level 7. Certainly something. Alright, let's go again. And we get to choose. Let's go. Small wins here and there. Still some lightning. And maybe connect with all. Just maybe. Pretty please. Okay. We managed. And the hand could be better. Alright, so best Labyrinth impression, set 3 paths. I guess we could summon Night Dragon Lich as well. Yeah, fuck it. It gives us a monster. We don't need only normal monsters at this specific instant. If they get rid of it, then the Primate howls by. If they don't, and maybe this screws them over just slightly. Then again, it might not, but who knows. It's such a specific kind of, like, floodgate. It's not even a proper floodgate. It's kind of like the most specific super heavy samurai gate you can imagine. Outside of like just acid rain. Or system down. Yep. Are you gonna summon a worm? That's the real question. Because if you summon a worm, then, like, I guess, sure, you get in some damage. But if you don't summon a worm, then, like, it's just getting changed to defense position. And even then, we do have a Buckamoon. We have a... yeah, that's not a worm. I have a feeling this might be a Masochist deck. I have a feeling Link too, but I'm not sure. Do you have an Honest or something? Is it just a bot? It might just be, yeah, it's probably just a bot. What can I do? I can Howl, and I can then do... Well, no, I can Canadia and then Howl to bring back the Canadia, which gives me some extra attack. I could also normal summon the Jellyfish, which means I have like 3100 damage on board because it's only half the turn. So let's see what else we've got. Another electric jellyfish. I mean, it can special summon itself. So, I guess we just go in. Send Umi. What are we doing? So, we're doing this to just bucket. And then we're doing Howl. There we go. Phantasm Spiral. Chainless. Which means we have just over half their life. And then this is the kind of deck that plays traps, I think. So we can just make Redoer using... I guess the 2 Jellyfish. That only loses out on 400 damage. Redoer can tag out of something that, you know, would break the board. We've still got Lost Wind for any actual effects. And Redoer can make it so that I control less effect monsters and make it easier to get rid of them all. It's been a long time since we've summoned Redoer. There he is. Star of the show. I forgot about that. It works on me as well. That said, I will have the top card of your deck. When you get to the standby phase. If you get to the standby phase. We do! We got a monster. It's Speed Warrior. This is just starter decks. Or just Masochist. It can be kind of like either one. That is a normal summon monster. But you're not synchro summoning for a 5 worm, I believe. Okay. Oh yeah, I can also take control of it for the turn. Not that that has any reason to be done, I don't think, but we can try it. I mean, what Synchro 5 could it be? It could just be Junk Warrior. Or it could be pretty much any level 5. Like, it could be Chambara. I don't think you can do the World Legacy 5. I'm going to run out of level 5 synchros very quick. There's a Jirak. What else are there? Like, so many of them. Oh, right, what's it? TG. Like, I'm pretty sure Hyper Librarian's 5. And so is Wonder Magician. But those, like, well, Wonder Magician, I think, requires a TG at least. It's Junk Warrior. You promptly get switched to defense. I'm going to banish Redoer, just because it means that it's no longer summoned from the extra deck. I don't think. Yeah, let's just do it. Doesn't matter. I gave them too much, pause. I tagged out my boss monster. If Redoer comes back and can change to attack position, that is just the game. If it can't, then I might need to snag a trap off the top of their deck. Because I can't Snatch Steal during my turn, I can only Snatch Steal during their turn. Which, small bouncing things. Right. Oh, that also just does it. Yeah, standby phase. Give me a card, please. It was a monster. Of course it was a monster. Nope, you were still summoned from the extra deck. Right, Canada. Then Megalo, and Night Dragolich, apparently MVP of the game. I mean, I didn't think it was going to come up. It has come up against a bot of all things, but, it has come up. We got a legacy ticket, and we got Mushroom Man. It's got to be a bot, right? Yep, now it's playing spell traps. Right. I'm going to let you speculate on what pack might contain, because I need to dip for a second. Be right back. We are no longer going to be right back. We are, in fact, returned. Right. Surely, the longer you leave the Master Pack, the more modern the cards become. And after aging it for 3 minutes, you will have, like, peak. Okay, just throw out that whole notion. Throw out the whole idea. Ice restrict support, and fine. But, like, you see, this is what I mean. Where are these, like, N and R cards that we just don't have? It's Monster Reborn. It works with Paleos. I guess that's something we don't have in our current deck. We don't have either Raigeki or Monster Reborn. We got a free pull from that, but, like, that's not something we can use. Sad. Got 2 Legacy tickets. Wait until we get 1 more. Right, on with the next duel. 2 more wins until Gold 1. There is a real chance that we could actually rank out of Gold tonight. I think we do switch deck for the next stream, though. This has been doing well enough, it's been fun. I think I will... what is it? I'll delete the runic thing. Because that was just, it was just pain. It was just misery. As much as I'd like a draw to, I think it's these 3. So, set 1, set 2, and set 3. We hold the Sea Stealth as its Umi, and we hold the Pakaya because we need a discard for Dynamicious. We're against a standard deck, as far as I can tell. And by that I mean deck size, extra deck size. And first play from the opponent is... Engage. The Impulse might come up, I'm not sure. Aileron. During the main... so that's just going to be a normal summon. Okay. It's unfortunate. And they hit the Impulse. Seems like the best one you could have hit. Could you not? I set 3 cards. Can you chill? What do you hit? Lost Wind. That's a special summon. It feels particularly mean. Yeah, but you're gonna use the Aileron plus that to link, right? Yep, okay, link 2. For Masquerena. You best believe I'm bashing that. What are you thinking about? No. I'm gonna leave you with nothing. I have a Lost Wind, I have a Sea Stealth 2, and I have a draw. I don't know what you've done, but you've fucked up a Sky Striker turn somehow. It's gotta be a bot, right? Sky Striker player could not be this bad. That is, in fact, fine. Better than if we're actually against Sky Striker. We are now in the driving seat. We have a special summon negate, we have a monster or spell negate. And of course, if we activate the trap and get a paleo, so that's neat. I mean, I'll still negate it, because this just means it gains 600 attack defense, you know? Yeah. I want more attack. I want to finish this duel as fast as humanly possible. I mean, this marks, I think, the first time I've seen Sky Striker as a bot. Because in theory, the hand is just so, like, you can't mess it up. Oh, and that's just like icing on the cake. Now I can get a paleo into battle next turn. And if they activate another spell, I can get another, 600 point boost. No. Oh yeah, I should probably change the chain to just auto. Neat. No. Yes, I will be changing. And yes, I will be doing Sea Stealth. Get me a paleo. Now, you see, they could use this as link material, get like Kagari or Hayate. But no. They're not gonna do that. Because they're not a real player. $3,900. I can't currently kill them. I guess I can... The paleo doesn't have an effect. This was normal summoned. But I think I can still target the paleo anyway, which rounds out the game. Yeah, I can. Because that gives me 1,200 on board, and I just needed an extra 100. I didn't think you could lost wind your own paleo, but here's the proof, I guess. And we'll go in order importance, of course. 1, 2, and pick higher once again for gain. If we can end on a paleo for game, we're going to try and make it Pikaia as often as we can. Alright, there we go, another duel down. That is a full-on Sky Striker deck. Maybe not optimal, but like that is just a Sky Striker deck. I don't know, like, the only... Does it just require machines? You do have 2 5s, so you can technically make this. But you do have, like, no Kagari, no Shizuku, no you've got Zeke. What else am I thinking? Camellia? You've got Auroradon, but, like, nothing to do with it. Like, you are genuinely better off playing the Sky Striker Link 3. Okay, we got 4 legacy tickets, an actual number of them. Right, let's open up, see what we can get. Supposedly just normal. Well, we got 4 new cards, wow. Proofiness, which is fun, because this gets you a level 9 Synchro. This is a 1 card level 9 Synchro. And then the thing is, if you can banish a second trap, then that makes it a 10. Which is not too shabby. Because all you need to do is you just banish any Sword Soul trap. And the Sword Soul spell traps, when banished, summon a tuner token. Which means this gets you a... this just gets you a level 9. Is it great? No. But does it do it? Yeah. The rest of those aren't particularly great. I don't know what level 9 synchros we have. I don't know if there are any that are actually generic and just maybe with like 2 monsters. Trishula is like one of the best 9 synchros, but it requires 3. That is not really a pack. The Bullet Train and the Marquise are nice. And that's kind of it. We already had Riot Dragon. Synchro Panic isn't great. Yeah. I'm tempted to have a look at what Sword Soul traps we have, actually. Because... Actually, I'm very curious. No, this doesn't come up with related cards. Right, so we have Blackout. But yeah. Locks you into synchros from the extra deck. But you've got... Okay, so we've got 6 traps, right? Yeah, 3, 4, and then 5 and 6. Alright, so the next question. Synchro 9. Okay, we have a few. We can't make this. Both because it's, you know, not generic and because it's bookmarked. That is generic. Non-tuner synchro material. So that one immediately goes up to 31. Can't make that. We could make that, but that doesn't really do anything. Vylon. Normal non-tuner. Non-tuner psychic, he's a fiend. Non-tuner machine, again he's a fiend. So it comes down to 1 or 2, which generally shows you that it's not really worth it. Especially because, like, the Mayakashi stuff relies on you doing, like, the whole Mayakashi synchro climb, rather than, saying these cards were decent and then them being well over 3 copies. Ah, nice. Well, at least we have the payoff for Valence, which means that if we get the other field spell, then, like, you know, we're close to doing something. Well, close, you know, in quotes. Right, and we gotta choose going first. It feels like we've chosen first a lot of the times where it hasn't mattered that we picked, you know? Okay. That is certainly a hand. We're against a pretty standard deck. So let's do Pacifist, Stealth, set Dynamicious, I think. And set Metaverse on the off chance, actually. We can pitch the Pathfinder for Dynamicious. Right. Actually, no, they're just gonna get True Light, and you just pop True Light. You get me a token. get me a destruction. But yeah, they're gonna do True Light, which is fine. And then we just let them declare True Light. And then we just destroy the True Light. True Light then gets rid of the one monster. They had wishes anyway. Alright. Pitch Dark Ruler. I mean, that doesn't do anything. You've used your normal summon. You don't have the field spell at the moment. The field spell doesn't mention Blue Eyes, so you can't get the field spell. Effect Veiler doesn't do anything against my deck. Ultimate Fusion might, but you need to get to Blue Eyes first. Don't have another normal summon. If you do get to the field spell, then I am not letting you have the field spell. It's a very simple equation. Special summon Blue Eyes. Right. They can shuffle the Blue Eyes from Banished. Alright, this is a little risky. Yeah, they are going for the Synchro. For Spirit. Which is okay. Like, Spirit can hit over this and then it can tag into the Omni. But if it does tag into the Omni, then, like, the Omni just dies anyway. No, they're just doing it. And it's in defense position. So this dies in the end phase. Yeah, you've got Blue Eyes there. So you've already got Kyberman in hand, which means that this is in fact Tyrant Dragon. Tyrant Dragon is unaffected by trap cards. So this dies. They set a trap. I don't like that. Because that gets them to True Light again, right? Yeah. And then banish the True Light, but what I want to do is I want to clear the monsters that they have. I probably should have just banished the Maiden. But I guess the issue is they were always able to make... No, they weren't always able. Yeah, I totally should have just banished the Maiden. I had the wrong read. The thing is, this does target, doesn't it? It does. Lucigenia, which would be fine. So we set this. And Bugger ain't doing anything. Okay. You're using the effect. Absolutely not. Now, Maiden doesn't get from Banishment. And Deckle Grave. Now, you're probably on multiple True Light, but that does cut you off of that one. You gotta get into the Maiden again for the next one. This gives me at least a wall. It's unaffected by traps. So I think I do just get the pop, because that at least lets me hit some of the back row or something like that. I don't know how I'm gonna get over it. I don't have anything to... You can... and special summon. Yeah, I can't stop the effect. But I can kill the blue eyes. So you do this here to just pop the blue eyes, I think. Drill beam. That's unfortunate. Especially because that blocks the Paleo Res as well. Although I guess in this case I don't actually want the Paleo Res, I want to see if I can get the Paleos on... You've got one. You've got exactly one. They got rid of the token, which shows they don't really understand how the field spell works. Token. Right, I guess I'm out of... Yeah, I'm out of effect. Well, I'm out of destructions, so it's just gonna have to be negates. This is the double synchro board, but are you playing 3 or are you playing 2? It's a genuine question. You don't have lethal on board at the moment. Okay, so there's Azure Eyes. I could negate this, but no. I feel that's wrong. Just let it happen. Take the 2-5 to the face. Right, you got that one. Kind of forgot about that. But again, you still only have one blue eyes. Alright, so that's 2-5 to right. Alright, can't target. it. That's going to put a slight spanner in the works. That's not a terrible draw. Right, so we're doing this. We've got 8 Paleo on the grave at the moment, yeah. They still haven't used Wishes or Roar from the grave, so that's a problem. Nope, they're adding it to hand. Search. Which they're going to allow. Huh. So I can allow them to special summon Blue Eyes, basically. It gets me to 2 2s. What does the 2 2s do that I'm trying to return? So I'd be able to return this to the hand, which does not leave me in a strong position. It also... I can't do that. I can't do that. Huh. What can I do? I can't actually beat that. Pacifist locks me into normals because I use the summon effect, which is a mandatory thing if you summon a normal. And because of that, I can't actually use the extra deck. And because I can't use the extra deck, I definitely can't clear that field. Ignoring the fact that they still have a destruction that I've got to try and play around. I'm going second. Alright, as predicted. I'm going to draw the curtains. Oh, and what a going first hand this could have been. Just, you cannot normal special summon effect monsters. Yeah, so I could, like, Pacifist just normal summon the jellyfish, in this case. Right, what am I doing here? We're against Regenesis? So we have Field Spell. If the Field Spell resolves, we have an Imperm. But that's kind of it. The rest of the stuff is next turn. The Jellyfish works better as just kind of, you know, when you don't have this side of the deck, which has happened a time or two. Got 2 8s. During the end phase, during opponent's end phase. Oh, that is the spell trap. Okay. They're making an Xyz monster. Which is still a spell negate. Fuck. That's actually really annoying, you know? Pacifist, go! Yeah, it's gonna get eaten, right? There's no way they let that. Okay. I feel like it was worth trying. But I'm not sure. Set 1, set 2, set 3. We could potentially control the normal monster for this if the Kaya resolves. winning position. You don't want to disconnect now. I've only got 3 back row. What possible damage could I do to you? It's 3 back row. Go into battle phase. Well, I mean, if that's all you have. Oh, his fucking chain was off. So we can do Pikaia, which works. And we're gonna do Lost Wind. Oh, I should fucking chain to that. It's fine. Alright, Fish Sonar. You're playing... what? Excuse me, I think I missed a memo. You work off, like, current attack values, yeah. Also, I just don't have enough. Set 1, set 2. I think what I actually want to do is, in fact, go for Pikaia. The Regenesis will come back to their hand if I kill it. So let's just make this. We got Primate Cow, we got Sword Soul Cow. And we got a Jellyfish. Yeah, we don't have a worm. So let's just end. You can keep that guy on the field if you want to put him back in hand on your turn, that's fine. But I'm not going to put him back in hand on my turn. Not until I get some slightly different cards anyway. They are actually playing Drake Tail. Regenesis. Fuck, man. I thought maybe the Draco Tail was just like, oh, it's the generic thing, right? But apparently not. I can put your stuff back in hand, or it feels like that's not great against Regenesis. No, I think I know one of these. This is really rough just to get 1 win to rank up into Gold 1. That's all this is, it's just the last tool to rank up into Gold 1. So are we playing Red Eyes? Are we playing Anime Deck? Are we playing a Bridged deck? Is it Louise Turbo? That is certainly a hand. I feel like it's worth pitching the Grip for Miscus. Set 1. Set 2. 3. 4. Come on. is your move. Do you not want to play against the back row? Fuck. Oh, I mean, of course you have tuners, right? The whole deck is fucking tuners. Come on! What do you mean they have the spell trap one in hand? And they go for the fucking field spell. The extra deck here is very performative, but like, honestly, that fucking hurts. Alright, so I can banish a card they control. So they can normal summon a Rover? No, it's just normal summon a tuner. Q. I have to fucking do it, right? But then they'll just get a special summon anyway. No, they can use this and I can then negate it, but like... great, you know? Yeah, of course they banish clip. The thing is, RS is not going to stay on the field for all that long as well. That's something that's really going to hurt this. I just need the field spell. I'm going to fall so far behind in a card advantage. Like, why are you able to just quick synchro? I've done nothing. Like the... what is it? The Thymina is your opponent controls monsters, right? Is that Thymina? Is that the one I'm thinking of? And the Canine is if your opponent has activated an effect in hand. But I've literally done fucking nothing. And they've just gone, ah, my turn. Which, honestly, kind of fucking disgusting. I hate it. Is that another spell trap pop? Fuck you. Fuck off. I managed to go first and actually do something. Only for my opponent to say, no. Deny you the key card on your turn. Like, the thing is, it's different if they just have Ash Blossom for it, because, you know, at the very least, I've got to wait for their turn to come round. And they've got to spend the card. You know. Like, Ash Blossom is a discard. Like, that's a trade. It's a significantly better trade for them, but it's still a trade. The Cool Tune is not a trade, that's just a plus for them. That's just doing the game plan. Again, this hand would have been decent going first, but look at that, we're not going first. No, I'm not fucking doing this. Fuck off. Get out of here. I am in gold. It is not even early month yet. We're past the first 10 days, okay? What are you still doing here? It's not me thinking the deck's bad. I just hate the fact that we can't, like, go first when it matters. We've gone first on so many duels where it's just been, like, a bot or someone who has just not been doing fucking anything. Normal summon. Like this, like, I mean, come the fuck on. I have not done anything. I have summoned one monster. Is your other effect a quick effect? It fucking is, isn't it? I really detest it with every fibre of my being. And the thing is, I don't think the ones that you can play around are inherently fun and fair either. Because I'll just don't activate a card in the hand or graveyard. What if that's the deck's thing? Just don't control any monsters. That's most decks in the game. Which effect was that? Fire and Dark, summon a non-psychic Vanquish Soul. Which, yeah, of course, it's going to be Reason. It's turn 1, I've set 4, I've summoned a monster. What do you want from me? And you've revealed that you have Ash Blossom in hand for the maximum disrespect, which means Metaverse is not doing fucking shit. Could you not? I don't have much to begin with. Could you just, like, leave me the fuck alone on my turn? Like, what is this? We're in gold! Get higher! Why are you not out of gold already? It's just BM. I've got... The thing is, like, if I get the field spell, I have a pop for 2. If I can resolve... No. Like, realistically, what I can resolve is a Book of Moon. They're not gonna discard the Ash Blossom. And Yara's Vanquish Soul K9. They're not gonna let go of the Ash Blossom. They pretty much just have game on board almost at this point. In fact, yeah, you've returned Razend or Razend and haven't you? Which means, you know, with that, you've just got game. I've got all of Book of fucking Moon. I can't use the Metaverse because you have Ash Blossom in hand, as you so joyously revealed to me 15 times over. I'm not going to forget that you have the Ash Blossom in hand just because you've revealed Raisin. It's not how this works. I guess it wouldn't be a stream without me crashing out over just the average meta at the moment, right? With every deck that's good having a turn 0 play. But honestly, fuck turn 0. Can you just, like... What would it take for one of these decks to just, like, not play on my turn? I am not the tier 1 threat that they need all of these cards for. Like, they need these cards to compete in the arm race against each other, not against my fucking Masochist deck, which, if it's lucky, puts up, like, 3 points of interaction. Not negates interaction. Very key difference. If you just turn that to attack, you would have game. all in the draw phase. Absolutely fucking criminal. Okay. You've used your effect. You've used your effect. Used your effect. You haven't. But at this point, does that really matter? Link 1. For rock. Okay, that's fine. Like, I need Book of Moon to resolve, which I don't see any reason Book of Moon won't resolve. But then I need to be able to do something else. And the only something else I can activate is Metaverse. I have Ash Blossom, which means it stops the paleo. And if it stops the paleo, that means I can't use power to at least, like, you know, negate an effect. Or take slightly less damage during the turn. Which means I don't get another turn. Like, this hand was golden, but my opponent opened the turn 0 plays. I should have booked that, actually. Oh, okay. Lucky. They might very well still be able to kill me, but at the very least, you know, this one's face down. And then, yeah, they haven't got rid of the Ash Blossom. There's no cards in grave or banished. I'm just gonna get this out of the way. You're gonna use the Ash Blossom on it, so just fucking do it. Fun and interactive gameplay. Fucking love it. What is it with all of these people down in gold? These decks are, at the very minimum, diamond level. Definitely, like, I'm pretty certain they're all master material decks, you know? It was a duel where we actually, you know, we won the coin toss, we were able to pick first, we were able to establish, like, a decent hand, and that's just where it falls apart, you know? Your opponent has a quick effect. Again, the hand goes first, decent, well, I don't know if I'd say decently, but it goes first. And we are not beaten man. We are literally too slow to beat man. Which is not like saying we're too slow for traps, it's just that man is a competent deck. Yeah. I'm struggling. Will we get to choose this one? And the cat left me. Much like my chances of apparently ranking up into Gold 1 this fucking stream. What do you mean this is the fucking hand? Ah, oh, Jesus Christ. It gets to be a normal monster. Sure, we'll put Sea Stealth on the field as well. I think we get Megalo. So right, let's do this one. Megalo. Smasher. And you. Fucking Christ. Not so much for that idea, right? At the moment I have an impulse, which is, you know, a summon negate. That's pretty good, but it's not an inherent summon negate. It's a special summon negate. So work on this. Good. I don't think I'm going to be able to do anything. I don't have a water in hand or brave. No, I just can't fucking do it. I'm just trying to get one win to rank up into the next rank of gold. This is not to get out of gold, it's still gold. The fuck is this bullshit? Good fucking lord. Can I win a coin toss that actually matters for once? I don't think that hand would have done it anyway. That hand ain't fucking doing it against that, I tell you that. Get out of here. Again, what is with all of these decks in fucking gold? They should be in platinum, at least. Like, why am I dealing with all you sons of bitches here? Are you that bad a player? Right, it's alright, we'll go in second, we'll just draw... Fuck knows. Full traps. Oops. Impulse will simply win us the turn. Right? Okay. We finally got to a duel. Okay. Fucking finally. And is that a duel we won through skill? No. Not in the slightest. We didn't even set a Dominus, we just used a Dominus card. How bad could your hand have been that you just have to insta-scoop? Your hand can't be that bad. If you're bricked on things, you've got to be bricked on like hand traps. Just look at that. That's just trying to get one win to rank up. Fucking Christ. Anyway, we still need another 4 to get out the rank. We're still in gold. Somehow. And we got an Edge Imp Cotton Eater. It's an Edge Imp, and that's about the utility of it, I think. If we get that one that's like add a poly and an Edge Imp, it's technically a search target. But of course the issue with that is that we don't have poly. Well, duplicate. Oh, good. Fucking lord. More telephone is good. Alright. Food staggered. Cyburst is normal summoned, you can special from hand, so it's an extender. It's an extender. Sulfar, that is awful. Epsilon, that is possibly worse. It's generic 8. Light tuner, one or more non-tuners. Yeah, no, that's not doing it. Surprise, surprise. We got a Royal Red not too long ago at this point, but it'd be nice to, you know, just maybe shoot another one our way. You know, get something decent. Because Brother in Christ, this ain't it. Like, we cannot be playing like Morphtronics, you know. You see, going first in that Exosister game would have just genuinely sealed the game, right? I don't think this is too bad. Got Fish Sonar, which rotors for Megalo. We don't have access to Umi, so yeah, rotors for Megalo. We can normal the Mega. We can set Pikaia, and we can set Mishas. Pikaia can discard Canadia to draw 2. Miscus can discard one of the drawn cards, or Chaos Mirage. For a Banish, we're just going to have to do a lot of heavy lifting. But the thing is, it was definitely worth, yeah, for that fucking reason. Well, draw 2. Gimme, gimme. You need Umi on the field. Oh. And here I was thinking we might have some fun. Apparently we might still. Huh. Umi. Theosis. So you still don't... Oh, well. If you insist. Good stuff. Honestly great. Fantastic even. Ah. Boredom averted. Yeah, it is just... No, it's branded. That is just a little confusing. Also, Red Reboot legal in Master Duel. Man, truly the worst format. Won't ban Floodgates, won't ban FTKs, will enable new degenerate cards, and won't ban the old ones. Best of one duel, not bounce around the best of one. Okay, so we got 2 new cards. We got Fluffle Bear, which is kind of crucial for Fright for Fluffle decks, you know. Magical Loyal Soul. If a monster is special summoned by your trap effect, except during the damage step, you can special summon this card from your hand or grave. Or you summon it from grave, banish. During your opponent's turn, quick effect, Synchro Xyz. So this is a quick 4 or a quick rank 2. We have Hastor. I think that just goes in the deck. We have... Yeah, we have Entity Hastor. And then if it's a quick rank 2, at the very least it clears up Paleos on the turn. Because these count as being summoned by a trap effect. Is it, we haven't really summoned Dark Mist ever. Granted, we haven't summoned a lot of this, just ever. I'd be tempted to cut Redoer. I think Reader was a bit more niche. Although we haven't ever summoned Miss Starboy. We need it supposedly for monster conversion, but that's what the Haggard can do. Let's try that. I don't think we have anything so if a monster is special summoned by trap effect. It also allows Primate Howl, which will get either 8 or 4. We can make Adrian from Soul plus Howl. That's a pretty good play. The other one is Megalo. So Synchro 6. We've got Malong, which it has a graveyard effect. We've got the Battle Wasp, which requires an Insect Tuner. We've got Desert Locust, which will then discard a card and then allow us to synchro again. But if we're summoning off Howl, then Desert Locust will be the only monster we control. Yeah. No, it will be the only monster we control, so that one's not as good. That one's not a quick effect. You are a fiend specifically, you're an Aqua. You don't have an effect on summon, you are generic, but not really going to work. You're not a quick effect, nor an on summon. Same original type and attribute, different names. Aqua, Dino, which says no. You need a non-tuned plant. During your main phase, yeah, it's not a quick effect. Splendid Rose is not a quick effect. Iron Chain is definitely not. If Synchro summons, so we could get a draw one out of it. Combat Wheel. Sure. Like, that's a thing, but I don't think that's worth it. This kind of works in this deck, though, because the Paleos are unaffected by monster effects. That means if Combat Wheel dies, then the Paleos live. And it can just keep passively gaining the attack of the Paleos, but, like, I still think it's way too niche. I don't think the 6 Synchro is worth it. The thing is, Hastor is worth it because, like, you can Synchro for it, and which, yeah, it does clear a Paleo, but then, if it leaves the field, you can negate its effects and prevent a monster from attacking. If it then leaves the field because of that reason, you can steal? Yeah. Although, granted, that's possibly sometimes just going to be it was used as material and it won't work. But I don't think I have better ideas. We're getting close to kind of like end of stream anyway. I'll save that change for next stream. We'll start off next stream with this deck. But, man, what do we go into? Cyber Mist? I feel like Cosmo is like the next best one. I guess, yeah, we go into this one next. See how it does. probably not great, but you gotta give it a go. It's full of the Go Second staples. Surely that's gonna do something. And then it'll be Cosmopunk, which I have decent confidence in. Again, this is very much a Go Second deck. And, oh yeah, right, I needed to look at... So yeah, we don't have Grapha, which means we need a substitute. We do have the Fusion. Banishing. So that's fine. Because you just need a Dark Monster as the other one. And then... yeah, it won't summon Grapha, but that's still pretty good as payoff. One, two, three. Can't use that one. 4, 5. So yeah, we got 5. 6. Oh, yeah, if we're counting copies, then I guess 7. So I have cards. The question is, would you play Shaddoll Core and, like, Shaddoll Spelltrap in your grave? Yeah. I feel that's starting to lean a bit too close to Pile. You might play Versago. It is a Dark Fiend. That's about it. Anyway. Pile of cards. I think it's time to kill this one. There were some fun theories with it, but overall, awful deck. Armageddon Knight for Desrudo, very good, very decent combo, which we could put in something else that we don't use the normal summon on as much. But, yeah, a lot of this is to never be seen again. And I guess I can check out, like, vampire stuff next time, or, you know, at some other stage. For the moment, that is everything. Getting a couple gems. Yay. Let's check that win-loss ratio. I'm afraid I've tanked it again. So, 2, 3, 8, 8. Played 22 today. I don't feel I've won that many. 950. Yeah, we won 9. Which isn't too bad, but it could be a little better. As always, you know. Anyway, I hope you guys have had some fun. I was very much crashing out towards the end of that, and, I don't know, you might say understandably so, you might not. But, yeah, Turn Zero can go fuck itself, and, with that, my name is Catmonic, and I look forward to catching you guys on Thursday's stream. We'll be picking up from this point. I guess we'll give this deck a couple more duels, with the fact that we got a card that slightly changes how it works. See if we can get out of gold with it, maybe. Or at least get another win with it. And after that, we'll switch over to a different one. Look forward to seeing you all on Thursday. Goodbye for now.